Guys, hi and welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Perpetual Ojoshide. I want to believe that you coming here shows that you have seen the videos I dropped on mutual respect in friendship, mutual respect in family, mutual respect in relationship, and right here I am having the final lap, mutual respect in workplace. I want you to know that every human being on earth has personality, values, morals, belief, religion, culture, family tradition, background history, and then childhood trauma, among other things. These things are oftentimes not discussed, especially the childhood trauma. When a human being, an individual gets a job, don't think that human being would leave the personality at home, the religion, the culture, and whatever he or she believes in. They don't leave it at home and come to work. No. Everything, their personality, their background story, their childhood trauma goes with them into that organization. So now let me just give you this scenario. What happens in an organization that has up to 50 to 100 staff? There are some organizations that even have more staff force, you get it. Then every one of them have their personality, trauma, culture, religion, whatever. They come to the organization with it every day, Monday to Friday. What do you think would happen if not properly managed? It's not funny, but I'm laughing. What will happen if not properly managed? Just is in their personality, in their religion, in their culture, their beliefs, their values, where one person is not giving room for the other person to make suggestion or contribution just because the person is against the other person's religion or culture or language. Do you understand these things? So mutual respect has a lot to do with the productivity within the space of an organization. Mutual respect will enhance the performance level of every staff in that organization. It will bring about change in so many ways. The conflict will be resolved once the management and then the employee know that they are equally respected. It brings about unity. It fosters unity amongst colleagues and team members. When they are given projects to carry out, everyone tries to brainstorm ideas to come together with what he or she believes in, maybe based on previous performance, previous projects they have done, one or two ideas, the problem solving skills, all these things, effective communication, the soft skills, everything, the compassion, everything comes into place and into being when employers know that they have been respected in this organization. Just imagine now that you have a boss who constantly tells secrets to other employees. How well would you perform? If maybe something that has to do with your family, your relationship is troubling you, and that is affecting your job, that you're not supposed, you at that time, at that particular time, you're not really giving your all, you're not performing well. And then your boss comes up to you to know what's up, what is happening that is affecting your job performance. Then you decide to open up to him or her, but just to be disappointed because the next person that would see you would tell you what you told your boss. There's no confidentiality. Do you understand? All these things are linked to mutual respect. As a boss in an organization, you should be able to respect the decisions and the suggestion of your employees. And as an employee in an organization, you should be able to respect the rules and regulation of that organization. All these things helps to foster performance level, unity, communication, and every other thing that would add to the success of the project at hand in that organization. Lack of mutual respect within the walls of organization will just make people feel less of themselves. It will just make them break down emotionally. They will doubt their abilities. They will doubt their competence level. Okay, right now, let me just share my true story. What happened to me few years ago. I had this job. It was a remote job, yeah, where I was supposed to be the content writer for that firm. When I got the job, They told me everything, my job role, my job description, whatever thing I was supposed to do, and I understood perfectly because I have done something like that before. So to help me become better, to help me perform better, they gave me all the materials that the lady working there before had used. I went through it. I even made some corrections because okay, I noticed some flaws and I just corrected it. I used some ideas that I didn't know. I used some ideas of hers, but in all of these things, I just knew that what the lady had done was a great job, and what I would be doing too would further help the productivity and the success level of the organization. I started to write, I started to research and do everything. I started to research and do all these things. I was happy. I was so excited that, okay, at that time, I was living my purpose and I felt I was being respected until one day when the HR called me on phone, the HR, like online remote HR, called me on phone and was like, okay, Perpetual, we have gone through your work and we are really not satisfied with your output. First, you have done a great job, you have delivered, but we believe that you still have to learn one or two things. Everybody's open to feedback, right? I didn't feel bad. I said, okay, no problem. Well, okay, now what is the next line of action? And now said they would stop me from being the content writer, that they would employ another guy who would be the content writer and then the digital marketer. I said, okay, no problem, fine. They eventually employed this guy, and everything I had researched and done was exactly what this guy did. So I was okay. I went to the HR. I was okay. You told me these things that I was not performing well, blah blah blah. But everything I have done is what this guy had done. So I want to know where the changes are. I want to know where I did not perform or where I need to step up. Do you understand? Just make me understand. And at that time, this guy had nothing to say. Then I realized that this guy was just trying to bring me down, to make me doubt my abilities and everything. And I would not lie, at that point, it really got to me because it affected my performance. I started to doubt myself. I started my job. I was not performing well and everything. So you can imagine if someone is actually doing right in your organization, there is no point trying to make that person feel less of themselves because you want to feel better and then you just make them feel whatever thing they are doing is not right. No, it is not supposed to be. When someone is performing within your unit, your department, your organization, do well to applaud the person, and where the person needs to work better, there's no cause for alarm. Go ahead, advise that person, but be constructive in your criticism. That's what I want to say. Be constructive. Make sure that the facts that you're stating are obvious. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these things are what you should avoid in order to make sure that your staff perform well. There are some organizations that run with the authoritative pattern. There are some that they work with the democratic. But in all of these things, friendship should be built. Your employees should trust you. They should be able to come to work every day excited and energized to perform just because of how conducive you have made their environment look for them. Do you understand? So I don't want this video to be extremely long. I just hope that these few tips would help to better and foster your relationship with your employees and your employer. Bye. I remain Perpetual Ojashidi. And please, if these tips helps, please share, like, subscribe, and please always leave a comment because your comments would help me do better, to help me know what topic I should discuss and where we should just help each other. All right, I love you all and you know it's bye.